Good evening, everybody. We have Bar Run Forge as the co-host this evening.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
So, how was your day? How did things go?
Pretty good. It was a very hectic time. We are smack dab in the midst of trying to get spring planting and preparation for all the other stuff that goes along with being on the farm and a bunch of other stuff. And I had to take my wife to a normal doctor's appointment. So, and my grandson turned 1 today, so we went and saw him. So,
The big,
full day.
the big one.
The big one.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Papa just turned 50 last week. So,
Let's take a look and see who we've got in the chat. I don't know if
yeah.
this is going to work, Troy. This is tiny. This is tiny. Okay, we've got Hugo Homestead in Curmudgeon, Alaska. Rebecca Homestead. Rebecca Homestead. Everybody's a homestead.
Everybody's Olmsted. Just put
Rebecca
Olmsted at the end of everybody's name.
Karn, and let's see, Marianne Bimler, Alaska's Last Frontier Homestead, and I can't do this. I'm gonna have to do it with the big screen.
Okay.
Sherman Family Farm, you did such an excellent interview with Full Blown Country this evening. That was awesome. And there's Full Blown Country. How you doing?
Howdy, Pooch.
We got Paul Honeyman and Ed's Crazy Adventures, Grilling Addiction with Nick and PSV Odyssey, and Linda Peterson. Okay, who else did I miss? Because I was screwing around with that little.
That's most everybody's pure okie.
Hiking, you can name them off too.
Yeah.
Hiking with Jackie Boys in here, and
Pure Okie and Narrowway Farm.
YouTube Police. Who is
Yeah,
that?
they may be disappearing.
What's that about?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Patty Price.
And the MT Homestead crew.
Oh, I did put that up at the top. Yeah, I did. Okay, the link is at the top of the chat, people. This is a open mic, and I want to encourage everybody to come in. But this is an opportunity. If you are going to the meetup at the end of May, or May 19th, 20th, and 21, I want you to come in and talk a little bit about your channel. Let's get people knowing who you are, because not everybody knows everybody. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the next several weeks, right up to the time we go to this meetup.
Very cool.
So
come on. I wish we could go. I desperately wish we could go, but it just ain't going to happen.
Well, you're going to have to settle for your own meetup and me coming. And that's all you get.
That's a segue, man. That's a heck of a segue right there.
Sure is. So tell us a little bit about your meetup, Troy.
Well, the Bar Run Forge third annual event called The Gathering. That's pretty creative, don't you think? The Gathering is next weekend, April 21st through the 23rd, right here in Southern Ohio at Bar Run Forge, Bar Run Farm. And it's an open, free event, and it's primarily done by all of us blacksmiths, but there will be plenty of non-blacksmiths and other people there too, just really hanging out, having a great time. We talk about it this way: food, fun, food, fellowship, forging, food. Did I mention food? Friends, food.
This is not going to be good.
Oh my gosh.
I just lost 30. I'll tell a little story, and then I want you to continue going. I just put out a video because everybody knows I'm behind on my videos. I've got a lot of content that's been recorded, and I have not shoved it out there yet. But I put a video out this Sunday night, and when I was editing it, I was like, what a whale I am. I'm a whale. And I've lost 30 pounds. So don't be putting it back on me.
We are all grown folk making grown folk decisions.
Oh,
So
yeah, but
I
my
don't.
idea is out of sight, out of mind with food.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to work really hard to get it out of sight. I know. I'll just put it this way: Friday night is smoked meatloaf and a bunch of other stuff. I can't even think what. Mamaw is cooking for that one. Eli will be smoking the meatloaf, and then Mamaw is going to cook a bunch of other great stuff. That's my mom, by the way. It's just everybody calls her Mamaw, and she'll be cooking a bunch of other sides and taking care of that. Saturday morning, I think at this point is going to be, pancakes. But it also sounds like we're having like biscuits and gravy, bar run forage, homegrown eggs. There you go. And then lunch will be probably sleeping, falling down somewhere and falling into a food coma. And then Saturday night will be pulled pork and smoked pork loin with a bunch of other fun sides again. Saturday or Sunday morning, I think we've got like Mamaw's famous sweet rolls and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. And who knows from there?
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Dude, oh my
I'm
gosh,
excited.
there'll be so much food, so much. It's just going to be a blast.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. So
And we
got
will have, I'm sorry, we will have, well, we had some folks last year from Maine, but they're not going to be able to come this year. We will have Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania. I'm from Ohio, so we're not permitted to say the name of the state up north. It sounds like Itchigan, but we're not permitted to say it. So
itch again.
Itchigan, right? So I have Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Itchigan, Indiana, North Carolina, South Carolina, possibly Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee. I think that's it. So we'll have several states represented here.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome, and I look forward to it. I don't know if I'm coming up on Thursday night or Friday night. We'll see. Like I said, I would like to meet up with 50 Cabins in an Acre, and his name is Mike. Anybody who's been watching my channel on a regular basis would know what's that. Did I say 50 Cabin? Wow, that's
tight
one
living.
packed acre.
That's tight
that's
living.
A condo.
Right there.
That's a condo cabin. Hey, everybody knows me to be dyslexic minded, so literally and figuratively, I am dyslexic.
I just thought, do I say anything, or I just couldn't do it? I just started laughing. I'm sorry.
I that's great. I stumble on these titles all the time. All the time.
I wish there was somebody from Alaska coming to our meetup. That would be really cool. And I want to go to Alaska at some point.
Well, see, his family is from Pennsylvania. Okay. You're looking at Bill from Alaska Last Frontier. His family is from Pennsylvania, and he was just asking me if it would be okay we meet up sometime when he comes home. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So he's not. Well, I guess you are 5 hours away. You're at least 5 hours away from me.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a well worth it trip because, like I said, there's the 50 acres in a cabin, or 50 cabins.
50 cabins on an acre.
And then my friend, which most people might have seen in my video that I visited on the way home from shooting last year. I'll be seeing him. He's the one that makes the barn quilts.
Okay.
So
that's kind of a big thing here in Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he does. They're beautiful, the ones that he does.
That's really cool.
So yeah, I met him on social media. I saw his stuff, and we got to talking, and then because I I went to school at Columbus College of Art and Design, and I've been looking for an excuse to go back and check it out. I went and visited him once, so we went and did that on the most freezing day of the year. You're sitting there freezing to death. Well, let's go over here and look. No. No, we've seen enough. Let's go. You know, it's funny. That's the second time I attempted to go back to Columbus to check out where I went to college. And both times it was so freaking cold. It was like the first time I didn't even get out of the car. We just drove around and looked at it.
Yeah, point to stuff. Yeah, that's where that is.
Yeah, that looks different because they did. I mean, you know that they changed the whole waterfront along Ohio since what was that?
Oh my gosh,
89 to 90 is when I went to college, and they completely stripped out that whole all along the river.
The mid 80s, in Columbus, Columbus was just a dirty, almost nothing town. And then the mid to late 90s hit, and it just exploded. It was amazing.
Yeah. You know, when I went to college there, I didn't get to explore very much. I was very much homework oriented. I mean, if I was going to make it, I had to concentrate on my homework, and I didn't have a vehicle, so I didn't go anywhere while I was there. I was lucky to get off the campus. Yeah, Narrowway Farms, if you would like to come in, I'd appreciate it. Even if you're counting eggs or hatching eggs or sitting on eggs, whatever you're doing with the eggs, you can come in and show us. I know you're busy, but you're going to be next week's, and I'd kind of like to, prompt that for next week.
Say hi to Scott from Rambling with the Brooms and Belt Loop and Square County Homestead. I don't think we said hi to them.
Yeah, let's take a look at the chat. Lori Carp's in here.
Let's trade paint.
Let's trade paint. And usually if Let's Trade Paint's in here, then Kelly's in here, as in Rebel at Heart. There she is. I knew she'd be there. MT Homestead, pick one of these weeks where I want you to come in for, 5 minutes or so. You could do it tonight if you want to. Come in and let's talk a little bit about this meetup and, egg on the people to come in here and on your live and my live. And
is MT Homestead having a meetup or something? What's going on?
I don't something about that.
I'm sorry, Mike and Terry.
They're either rushing back to their computer or they're sitting on their couch with the big screen TV and saying, "Hey, I get it next week."
Big Mike was fired up tonight, man. Something the whole BMW situation got him all cranked up, and he's got dental work, so he's probably kind of cranky.
Tree Haven's in here. I know he's coming in. Yeah, I know. I heard that story. That's terrible. It's terrible when you feel like you're at the mercy of a mechanic.
Yeah. Well, and it's easy to get grumpy when you're Mike's age.
Or it's just easy to get grumpy if you're Mike. No, I'm joking. I don't know him that way.
Love you, Big Mike. Don't beat me up.
Except for when I asked him to take a picture for the thumbnail. But that was funny.
And I just got some stickers today from Rebecca Touched by Yarn.
Oh, yeah?
I think they're her new
stickers. She's been talking about how she's going to send those to certain people.
Well, when you're special.
Mine just hasn't come yet. Or my dad hasn't given it to me because he's the one who collects the mail.
All right, I'm going to ask a quick question.
I'll get it next month.
Here's my question. All right, I have two questions. Area questions. how does the light in your house come on when you go to the switch? How does your light come on? And when you drink a carbonated beverage, what do you call it? So those are two questions I have for tonight. So for instance, if you want the light to come on, you want the light to be illuminated in your house, how does it happen? What do you have to do to make that happen?
Flip the switch.
Okay, flip the switch. There's some other places where there are different words for that, believe it or not.
Okay. And then are we waiting for people in the chat to answer that question?
Well, they can answer that, or if they come up
Okay.
in it, they come up into the room here, sure.
I'll get right with you, MT Homestead. I want to answer this question. Or maybe you should, never mind. You come in and you answer the question.
Have you calmed down yet, Mike?
The answer is Blue River.
Is that sealed? Has that been sealed in a mayonnaise jar, hermetically sealed in a mayonnaise jar on the porch of Funk and Wagnalls?
Mhm.
No, but it was blessed by a priest in the local area.
What was the answer again? What was it?
Blue River.
Blue River.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did you guys have to get off your couch from your big screen TV to come in here, or were you still sitting there?
No, we were still here.
I was here.
She was here. I was watching Neighborhood.
And you
I had to
still
go
are.
to something other than YouTube for
Yeah,
just a
turn
second.
that off from that, 'cause it's probably over here.
All right. So, Mike, you've been around all different places. What are the answers to those two questions?
I don't think we heard them.
What was the questions?
Okay. Question number one is, when you want the light on in your house and you go over to the switch, what do you do? How do you want the light? How do you get the light to turn on?
Flip the switch.
Okay, flip the switch. All right. And then when you're drinking a carbonated beverage, what do you call that carbonated beverage?
Soda.
Okay. So there's your answers. They're
My-
different all over the United States.
my
They're different
answer-
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah.
Pop.
Like down in Alabama, everything's a Coke.
Everything's a Coke. Belt Loop's already said that. It's a Coke.
Here in
You say, I want a
Washington
Coke.
State, it's a pop.
Yeah.
A pop. There you go.
I don't really have any. I call it both because I've been to different parts. I mean, I
Is it
grew up in
Wash
California.
or Walsh?
It's
If
not
you're in Southern
Warsh.
Ohio, it's Warsh.
It's Warsh.
There is no
It's
R.
not Warsh. There's not an R in it.
No,
It's Warsh.
no, you put it there. You put it there.
But if you want to call it Warsh, we'll let you.
Because it depends on where you go.
True.
If you have a Southern accent, like I say Missouri, and the reason I say that, and she says
Wow.
Missouri, it takes too many facial muscles to say it.
Well, I think it's because he's from Arizona, and so he
That
just
could
adds the at
I'm
the
from
end.
Zona. That's a new thing in Arizona. They just dropped the whole air part.
Yeah.
It's just Zona. And now they're coming up with hats like that. And whoever came up with that is making mint.
Yeah.
See, I'm from Missouri, and I never said Missouri.
I just think it takes too many
Oh.
facial muscles to say the dang word.
That's just too much work.
It's kind of like, in Florida, it's Miami.
Uh-huh.
In Oklahoma, it's Miami.
Miami. Yeah. Now there are people, we're an hour east of Cincinnati, and there are people who say Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Cincinnati.
And it's like, no, nope.
You don't want to sit there and sound, it's kind of like if you're down in New Orleans. If you live down in New Orleans and you say, "Well, I'm from New Orleans,"
New Orleans.
we
No.
know you're lying.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of here in Ohio, there's a bunch of those like Lancaster,
Yeah.
not Lancaster.
Well,
There's a
Worcester-
town.
I have a
Worcester.
friend that lives in Lancaster. She's
No,
a retired Ohio
Lancaster.
State police officer.
yeah, Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Yeah, Worcester.
Yeah.
Worcester, Mass.
Worcester, not
I'm like,
Worcester.
how do they get
Worcester.
Worcester from that?
Yeah.
Because it's like Worcester or something.
Yeah.
It's the sauce.
Yeah, Worcester.
So
All kinds of fun.
Brian, why did you summon this up on YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Why
Why
Mr.
did
you
I-
Van-
ask for this?
Why
Mr.
did I bring-
Van-
What's that? Well, I mentioned to this in a private chat after Backroad Freedoms live that one day that I would like to have people on for the next handful of weeks or whatever weeks it is until we go to this meetup. I want to encourage people to come in and introduce themselves, because not everybody in this chat knows everybody.
Well, that's true.
And there's some people in my chat that don't know people in your chat, and
It's
I
like
mean, I
some
don't know.
people don't know who the YouTube police is. So we'll just ban them because we don't like the name of their channel.
Good enough. Good enough for me.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's
Now,
new
do
to
you-
me, so I have to check that one out.
Yeah,
Now,
he's
do you know-
actually a friend. He's got 24 subs, and he's friends with Sherman Family Farm.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Sherman
Well,
said he
Shirley
heard it.
Family Farm, you could come in if you want to for a little while, or any of you can come in. But
Yeah.
Little Ridge Farm, Alaska's Last Frontier. You're all welcome to come in. Don't all come in at once,
Oh,
though.
daylight up
Square
there, isn't it?
Country Homestead. I like that name.
It's still
You know,
daylight.
I forget where he is.
It's
I
Square County. His county is Square County. That's actually the name, Square County.
Oh, Square County.
Mhm.
Is
What
he in
state?
Ohio?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
There's no Square County in Ohio.
What state are you in, Square County? I've talked to him before, and I just don't remember where he said he was from. Is he going to the meetup? Is he on your list?
Who?
Square County.
No.
No,
Did you
On
guys?
our list, we have 24 channels coming.
24,
I mean,
24?
83
Man, I am
channels.
dyslexic tonight.
Wow. He
So
has
we have-
lost it
we
Is
tonight.
have-
it rubbing off on you?
Yeah,
we have
like 50
people
cabins in an acre.
Coming
Yeah.
and 14 subscribers coming that we know of. We had emails from people that said, "Hey, something came up and I can't come now." We didn't even know they were coming.
Oh
no.
And I'm going, holy! And he's a rather large channel too. I mean, decent sized channel, and we didn't even know he was coming from North Carolina.
Yeah.
So, but now he's not.
But now he's not, so it doesn't matter.
So he goes, my space is open.
Did you guys happen to hear? There was an actress got stabbed today. Hate to bring this up. Reese, what's her name?
Witherspoon?
No, it was with a knife.
Yeah, you're funny.
That was quick.
Like Ron with her
I
I'm
got
spoon.
sorry, Terry. I'm sorry.
You got the dad jokes now.
Yeah. Yeah. She was stabbed with a spoon.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to ask you to tell a chicken joke again. Please don't. No.
No, I won't. I won't do it.
Farms. Oh, Lou, Gary's in here.
I said hi to Gary earlier. I did.
Did I say hi to Gary?
No, because you weren't over here.
Ah, see. She always does that to me. I don't hear her, and she's saying, "This is my deaf ear." Okay, some people say deaf. I said deaf
Well,
because
there's
I'm
another
over
one.
60 now. I can say those old man words. So anyway, yeah, we got 84 channels coming, 14 subscribers, and that's what we know of.
Right.
Wow, that's awesome, guys.
I mean, tonight we picked up David Moffat. He's coming in from New York State. We didn't know he was coming. He already rented a cabin and all kinds of stuff up there at Lake Ten Killer. So now we know he's coming.
And we're getting some really good sponsors.
Oh my gosh!
Like, well,
It doesn't look like there's any problem with food there.
and
No.
no.
I don't
problem
think
with
we're going to have a
food.
problem with food there. But the sponsor list is so absolutely huge.
And we're getting some like these handcrafted grill tools.
Grill tools.
Yeah.
There is one sponsor from Ohio.
That sounds really
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know.
I can't remember his name, but he's hand forging grilling tools
Yeah.
that we're going to give away at the meetup. Oh, that's right. It's Troy. I'm sorry.
It was
I forgot it was Troy.
Troy.
So about my cornhole board,
Those will be, by the way, those will be in the mail very soon. They just have to get the finished.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, Troy.
now all
You're,
three of
you're
them.
making cornhole boards, aren't you?
I'm going to make cornhole boards, but I was just talking with Troy here, and
Troy.
he's going to work with me on making the handle, a forged handle. So that's going to be really cool, and it'll be part of
That'd be
that.
cool.
So maybe we could think of a way of making hinges, although that's not necessary. The handle will be good, but
Yeah.
hinges would be cool too. Or some kind of mechanism.
Are you giving those away after? I mean,
He said something about auction.
They are getting. Okay, are you guys doing any kind of raffles, or is it all just giveaways?
it's just giveaway. You'll get a ticket when you come in,
Yeah.
and if we pull your ticket out of the barrel of chance, and then whatever item that we pick up and says this is what's up now for the raffle, then they'll do it that way. But it's
The
just a
drawing.
giveaway.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
That-
We could
that's-
do a raffle if everybody wants to agree on a charity.
Yeah.
I don't have a
Oh,
problem.
I was thinking it would just go to help with the event, but it looks like you've got so much. It doesn't matter to me.
We've
It's
got so
only-
much stuff
it
donated.
can just be given away then.
So now we can move him and add his name to the sponsor list.
Yes, we do need to put him on the sponsor list.
Yes. We've got Troy on there.
We do. We're getting syrup from Canada, so that'll be cool.
Okay, it looks like we've got 3 more people into the live chat. So if Mike and Terry, over the next handful of weeks, if you'd pop in once in a while, we'll discuss and whatever, keep it going. And if you would announce it on your lives that that's what I'm doing.
The commercial one is.
That's only if you're comfortable being on camera, Mike.
Oh, I'm very comfortable. I'm very comfortable. In fact, tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to be doing a video on who hid the battery on the BMW.
Yeah. Let's see. So we got to add.
I'm going to bring Bill up.
to the.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, there's Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Yep. Hey, hi, Mike and Terry.
Hey.
Hey, Troy.
Hey, Bill, how are you, buddy?
So how's
Good.
it in Alaska? Dark?
Well, it's dark because the sun is like right here coming in at me, so I had to block off my windows, but I'm not too happy today.
Oh,
Why is
wow.
that? What happened?
We got a foot of snow last night, and I can't find the key to my snowblower.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that would suck.
Yeah, my driveway is 350 feet long, too.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I'm not too happy I can't find the key.
Mm.
Hey, there's our friends, Curmudgeon,
Holy cow.
Alaska.
Curmudgeon says snow.
Snow.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got a foot of snow. He's about an hour north of me, and he got 3 feet of snow.
Oh.
Wow.
In April.
And up at my off-grid cabin, we got about 2 feet up there.
So that rule doesn't apply to you guys in Alaska, does it?
Why would we want to change the weather?
April showers bring May flowers.
No. I thought it was the 10-minute rule.
Wow.
See, I understood the 4 seasons in Alaska were June, July, August, and winter.
Yeah.
No, it's there's really there's 2 seasons in the summertime, which is a tourist season and road construction season. and then there's winter, and then there's breakup. And breakup is when all the snow is melting and oftentimes some of the roads are a little hazardous to drive on because all the compacted snow and ice is melting, and there's huge ice potholes and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
called breakup.
Wait, Curmudgeon said April showers bring snow plowers. There you go.
Snow plowers. That's pretty good. Where's the drum? Where's the drum set?
Okay, we got a full greenhouse or a full green room down here.
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse and 50 acres.
50 cabins and an acre
cabins
on
and
the
an
greenhouse.
acre
Oh.
and a greenhouse.
This
Hey,
spring.
when you talk about this later, you can't make this stuff up.
So thank you, Mike and Terry, for coming
All right.
in, and I'll see
Thank
you
you.
guys. I'll be out there on Sunday.
All right.
All right.
Oh, and who do you have on Sunday?
Nobody.
Yes, we do.
Oh, two old people on a couch.
Two old people on the couch. That's who
Mike, Terry, is that you two sitting on a couch instead of at the table?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah, no.
And then
I love Terry too much
We
to say
have,
stuff like that. So
on the 30th of April, we have Ken from,
Lone Cowboy Adventures.
that's right. And then we have two
Oh,
Sundays
that's right.
in between that we don't have anybody.
Yeah.
So if you want to be on our channel, email us at mthomesteadok@gmail.com. It's in our about page. And if you want to come on and talk about your channel, we'll give you a whole hour to talk about your channel.
And if you haven't been on there, they do an awesome interview. Look at me, I got started through them. So I want you guys to take up on those.
Now, if you're a channel with 400 videos, please do not email us because I watch every email
Every
or
email.
every.
Oh, you are.
Man, see, I'm Brian. You're it's contagious. I watch every video on your channel before I interview you.
Mike, you know they do have double speed.
That's
Fast forward to it.
Sometimes I have to do that because
All right. Have a good night, Brian.
you guys have a good
See
one.
ya. Good night.
Bye now.
And you brought him back on. Oh,
Go away. Okay. So, Bill, tell us a little bit about the fact that you're coming, and we're going to have to get some other people up here because it's full. The green room is full.
okay. Yeah. So I'm going to the Mid America meetup. So I get in Thursday night, but I got to leave Sunday morning, so I won't be around Sunday. So I got to fly out of Tulsa at like 10 a.m. or something like that.
That's awesome. That is really cool that you're going to be able to come all the way from Alaska. And I do look forward to meeting up with you or seeing you. And
Right.
Your family lives in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I was born and raised north of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I kind of wondered. as I was chatting there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know all that Pittsburghese.
Yeah, when I heard the what was it, Yuns?
Yins.
Well, like I said, Bill, for the next, I don't even know how many weeks there are till the meetup. I think there's like 4 or 5 or something like that.
Yeah, about a month.
So pop in once in a while and let people get to know who you are. And
Will do.
And we'll see you soon. In fact, I want to talk to you on Messenger or something sometime soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Did Bill answer the 2 questions?
I did, but it's a light switch, and I grew up saying pop,
Okay.
and now I say soda.
Oh,
Not pop the switch.
No, or smash the button, or
there you go.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming in. Always nice.
okay. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Have a good one. And I'm gonna get Narrowway in here. Oh, I should have looked to see if you were available.
Hey,
Are
how are you
having
doing?
eggs? Are you sitting on eggs?
Ricky, we live.
Pretty much.
So this is
I'm just
Ricky.
getting everything.
This is Ricky
Yeah,
from
I'm sitting-
Delaware Farms.
I'm sitting under a grow light because that's all I got right now
Are you
this.
growing?
Trying. Maybe some patience.
There you go.
So,
So
how well is it coming along? You're growing eggs.
growing eggs. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you can see over here on the yellow trays. These hold like, gosh, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 times 8. I'm not at work, so math, I'm not doing it. So I've got those two kind of started. I got this, and then underneath the computer right here, I got this in my lap and then next to my computer, I've got an 18 pack. Underneath the computer, I've got 2 18 packs from my personal farm here, where I'm at right now. And then from the hatchery that I'm working with, I've got 3 18 packs, and these are all eggs that I'm throwing in the incubator. And I've got some exotic breeds and some of the, all the varieties of copper Morans, laughing chickens. And so we're just kind of going crazy over here.
Well, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yep.
I'm glad you're doing well with it.
Well, it's new when it comes to the business side of it, and making it like an operation that's just trying to make some type of profits versus just hatching barnyard chicks, which is from my farm that I'm living on right now. These are just barnyard mix, and so they're just Rhode Island Reds. I've got some white leghorns, and then I got buff Orpingtons and all that kind of stuff. And so I got some young chickens that are just starting to lay, and just some stuff that I've collected over the past couple of years and traded that I'm adding into this. And chicks right now, they're just like hotcakes. You can't even keep them. People know you got chick. I sold 3 chickens the other day, and lady ended up leaving with more than that because they're just egg prices and all that.
I actually ordered Freedom Rangers back in November. Yeah. Back in November, and luckily I ordered them and paid for them then, and ordered them for an April 11th shipping date, and they called me yesterday and said we're good to go. If you had not got it in November, you weren't getting them.
Oh my
So
goodness!
I've got 60 Freedom Rangers coming tomorrow.
Hey there, lazy days ahead.
Did you say 60 or 16?
60.
60. Good night. That's nice.
Well, we ended up with one of the Tractor Supply stackable brooders, and the big ones, and we retrofitted it. We got rid of all the issues that everybody was talking about, and it works fantastic. We just absolutely love it.
Nice.
And then we'll put those out in chicken tractors.
See, I haven't spent time looking into all that and finding out what needs to be taken out, but I just got my own kind of throw together wooden cages that keep them going. So it does what it does and needs to do, and so
we lucked into ours. It was just kind of luck of the draw, so to speak.
Yeah, especially when they're having those problems. I'm sure you could find them a lot cheaper than
Oh yeah.
So
crazy cheap.
Yeah. So I'd be all over it too.
Yeah.
So you're going to be at the meetup too, aren't you?
Yeah. I don't quite know what my plans are going to be on that because I'm not getting a hotel. I'm too cheap for that. And so, you saw the video when I went to Simple Life Reclaimed. It was gosh, the mosquitoes were aside. You'd need a tennis racket. It was 100-something degrees. I'm in a black SUV, and I duct taped that air conditioner to the side of my car. So,
well, it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad according to the long view forecast. It looks like it's going to be 80 and 79 degrees. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, and well, at nighttime it'll be a lot cooler, so I just crack the window and just sleep in a car and be fine. I think it'll be just me though. I might have my cousin come, and he's not really into the YouTube thing. I mean, he watches a lot of the YouTube, but I don't think I have told anybody in the YouTube world. But me and him partner with what we've got going on his farm, and so he might come out because he's been interested in like filming, but he wants to like he doesn't like to do the vlogging style. He doesn't want his face shown. He likes how like Greg Judy, he like just holds a camera and like just faces it away from him and just starts talking. He's just kind of one of those people. But we all kind of started that way. So
I've seen channels like that never show their face, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it depends on how you do it. I mean, like I've watched videos of people who restore Matchbox cars and old Tonka trucks and stuff, and you never see their face. But
I mean, our channel would actually be better if I didn't.
Is it because of the cinematic side of it, or is it like, are you like saying that as like a joke?
Yeah. And I love the fact that everybody got quiet as soon as I said that. Like, we really don't want to say anything, Troy, but
yeah. But I mean, realistically, like the cinema side, it does a huge justice when it comes to that. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I feel like people are starting to, I guess you can say that they're moving away from that vlog style.
Right.
When it comes to like their big videos, and it's a lot easier to watch and to watch more. And so like to hit that algorithm and like to really grind the algorithm and make it work for you, those are the kind of videos that are like really working. And so
Tree Haven, are you trying to start a lawnmower in there or something? He's over there going, be patient, you're coming up soon.
Can you see that?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's what you call lighting them, candle lighting them.
Well, I just check them, and like this one right here is cracked, and it doesn't even look like it.
Yeah.
So let's announce that you are going to be my co-host next week.
Okay. Yep. I'll be doing the same thing because I mean, as you see,
that's fine because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be bringing as many channels through here and trying to make sure that, when I went to Shoot Dang, I knew people, but it would have been nice to have, known them a little better before I even got there. So that's what my goal is to try to bring people up so that the people that are going can see everybody. At least for a little while before going. I mean, because some of these people don't know these other channels.
Yeah. I have a question about because, you talk to me in Messenger and stuff like that and kind of telling me your plans up until the meetup. Have you, because, I'm so busy, and you all know this, when, people that are on YouTube or, like me that was kind of heavily into the YouTube community back then, have you had any guest speakers or co-hosts on your channel that you have not met at the meetup that plan on going to this meetup?
Let me process that question again. Say it again. I'm still on the cabins in the acre.
Okay, so when you first started doing the what do you call it? Family night?
Yeah.
Is that family?
My lives, yes.
Yeah,
night.
You were bringing people on here that you had met at the meetup so that you can kind of get to know them and more about them because we didn't have that time at the meetup, right?
Yeah.
And so, are you still on that kick, or have you invited other guests that you have not met in person at this meetup?
I didn't meet Troy.
Okay.
Troy, I saw doing a collab, or he was meeting up with a group of other YouTubers, and he was doing blacksmithing, and I thought that would be really cool, so I had him on. Yeah. So yes, there are a handful of channels that I mean, like Backroad Freedom. I haven't met him yet. I haven't met a lot of these people actually.
Yeah.
I
Have you had anybody on here that you haven't met that is planning on going to this
that I
next
haven't
meetup?
met that is going to the meetup.
Yeah, as in like this is your like
I don't think so. I know there are people going to this meetup that I don't know anything about. If
Okay.
that helps that question. Yeah. In the beginning, yes, and I have had most of the channels that are on that were at Shoot Dang. Most of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
Some of them didn't want to do it or haven't got to them yet, or and I've been picking people who are going to this meetup, and it just kind of happens organically. I get the inkling that I want to have somebody on, so I ask them and they say yes or no, and usually they say yes. I've had a couple people say no.
And some even
Yeah.
regret saying yes.
Well, you can stay there if you want to. I'm going to bring Tree Haven in.
Tree Haven, who's that?
This guy over here starting a lawnmower.
What's up, Tree Haven?
What's up, Troy? What's up, Ricky? What's
How you
up,
doing?
Brian? How you guys doing, man?
I didn't know we were throwing
All
gang
right.
signs up, but hey, Jess.
Game signs.
Hey. What were we talking about?
So
I didn't know we were throwing our gang signs up.
Man, that's my peace sign, bro. That's
Oh, well, I didn't know what was happening. I
yeah.
was trying to come up with one on my own.
Yeah, my gang banging days are over, Troy. That was a long time ago, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Tree Haven. I want to know, what in the world were you doing? What were you miming to Crystal?
No, that was to my daughter Emma. So my grandson's here tonight, and my daughter Emma, she's working late tonight. She came in my office because we kind of like our bedrooms, kind of the south wing is over here, and then my office is all connected. And she came in here to pick him up, and I brought her my tent that she's going to use for a festival thing that she's going to be working at. And I was telling her how to set it up and do the poles, and I'm over here like, you got to pull them real hard, you got to like. Boom, you got to pull them out. She's like, okay, I'm glad you told me. I'm like, when you think you got it and you don't, you got to just try a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know if you were trying to start a lawnmower or shoot a bow and arrow.
No, man. My lawn mowing starting pulling days are over, man. I'm all electric nowadays, so it's all good. Hey, Heather. Hey, Patty. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat because I jumped on a little while ago, but I've been editing video and stuff like that, and I said hi to a few people. But I do want to take time to say hi to everybody in the chat. And how's everybody doing? So thanks for having me on, Brian. I appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about what you and a handful of other people are going to be doing at this meetup.
Okay, so I'm hosting an event at the meetup that's going to be kind of a YouTube talk. It's going to be geared and designed towards new YouTubers or YouTubers that have been doing YouTube for a while, but maybe they want to kind of kickstart their YouTube or get it going back up again. They haven't been really consistent. And we're just going to talk about a lot of different things, but we've got specific topics that we've got set aside, and I'm bringing in some co-hosts to the event, some big-time YouTubers that are going to talk on certain topics, So I'm going to talk on a few topics of my own, and then when we get to certain other topics, I'm going to bring in a guest, and they're going to talk on that. People that have been doing a lot longer than me have a lot more knowledge than I do about it. I'm going to talk a lot, or not a lot. I'm going to talk a little bit about just some shooting stuff and answer questions. Yeah, yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Sit there just to tell you pause.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reel
I'm
myself.
gonna be your pause man.
Yeah, I was fixing to say who's gonna monitor that one and just hit that mute button on him every once in a while.
Man, I'm just
like, calm down, buddy. Take a breath.
Man,
just have somebody, like with this.
Yeah.
Just
okay. All right. I'll just be looking out of the audience for everybody doing that, and then I'll be like, all right. And for our next guest, come on up. Come on, man. I'm not that bad, am I? Golly. Y'all are
So
killing me
will you
over
be
here.
setting it up any like computers or anything and
No.
actually showing anything, or is it all talk?
It's all talk, man.
All talk.
It's all talk.
That's good because I guess I when I went to shoot dang and I didn't really know anybody, my outlet was to go through and interview everybody and get that little bit of interaction with everybody. Something that if I hadn't come up with that idea, I would probably sat on the wall and watched everybody walking around because I'm kind of a shy person, I guess, but I guess that's over with.
Well, and that was a good way for you to get outside your comfort zone and to meet everybody and stuff like that. I thought it was a heck of an idea you did.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
liked it.
had to push myself on that one because I am an introvert, and
Well, I think that's important.
this community has really pulled me out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's important if you want to be a YouTuber to get outside your comfort zone, try new things, because I don't think any of us are really born with all the
Excuse me.
skills to be a YouTuber, and whenever you're new, you don't really know what to do and you're scared and you're nervous, especially if you go to a meetup and you've never been to one before. And if you're new, and that's kind of what this session is going to be about, is just come on in and let's ask questions. It'll be a Q&A too, and it'll be a way for people, new people that watch the people in the community, especially the bigger YouTubers. It'll be a good way for them to be able to interact with them and ask them questions and stuff like that. And really, I'm just going to be the host and kind of the moderator and kind of keep things moving and stuff like that.
Well, that's something that you feel when you go into an event like this, when you've got Simple Life Reclaimed and the Crockers were there and all that stuff, and you feel weird walking up to those people and talking to them. Don't walk up to these people and talk to them. Nobody thinks they're better than anybody. This is a family and we all enjoy talking to everybody and getting to know new people. This is a very comfortable setting, and feel free to walk up to anybody and talk to them.
Just don't be the stalker.
Yeah, and that's right, and that's kind of what I want to bring to the table for new people, because whenever we showed up at Shoot Dang, I was brand new. Ricky was one of the first people that I met there. You remember that, Ricky?
Yep.
Yeah,
I sure do.
And how you doing, Ricky? It's good to see you, man.
Man, I'm just trying to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Just new job. Been dealing with it for gosh, what is it? How many months is this? 8, 9 months. Juggling that in life, and now springtime, throwing that in the mix.
Yeah, busy.
Yep.
But
I'm having fun.
But I was super nervous. I mean, when I went to Shoot Dang, I think we were 89 subs at the time, probably the newest channel there. And everybody to me seemed like YouTube, stars, basically. Because I've been watching them on YouTube for a while and kind of knew who people were. But to meet them, somebody that's actually been doing it for a long time, and when they're not nervous and they're comfortable in their own skin, but you're not, you really got to step outside yourself to introduce yourself to people and meet people, and that's not always really easy to do. So that's kind of the idea of putting this session together, is just kind of make new people welcomed, and also for learning. I like teaching stuff that I know, and I always say I don't know everything, but I'll teach you what I do know. And it's just kind of about that, like a workshop, basically.
So, Ricky, I want to thank you for coming in. You're going to come in next week, and I'm going to let you go right now because I got one more person in the green room that I want to bring up before we close out. And thanks for coming in. And I look for. Are you going to have those hatched by next week?
No. So these are, so on Wednesdays I run to the egg farm, and then I obviously do my daily chores here. So Wednesdays and Saturdays I go pick up eggs from this guy, and then I get them all organized, and I have like a little spreadsheet here that I'm doing, and I load them in the incubator. I got one of the 3 right here, the cabinet incubators. I'll load them on Wednesdays so that they'll start hatching in 21 days on a Wednesday, and then by the weekend, Saturdays, I can sell the chicks.
That's good, man.
So 3 weeks.
It's gonna be. I can't wait to see you guys again. It's gonna be so great.
I don't think I've ever met Troy in real life. Troy, you weren't at Shoot Day, right?
No,
No, but we're gonna know each other. Are you coming to this one or no?
Man, we had every intention. There was 2 things that were going to happen. We were going to be at the 41.36 and to see David Memorial Day weekend, and then we were going to try to make it to where we could get to both at the same. But then my wife is going to have neck surgery on May the 8th, so none of that is possible.
Yeah, I can see why. Life gets in the way sometimes.
Yep.
It sure
But the
does,
door to
man.
Bar Run Forge is always open, brother.
Yeah, and we got together a long time ago and visited about a little project I was interested in. I don't know if you remember or not.
Yeah.
But I would like to circle back around on that someday.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah,
Get in touch with me, man.
Just whenever
Ricky,
we're
good
not-
to see you, man.
It's good to see you guys.
Yeah,
I'll jump out of
Ricky.
here real quick so you can get this
have a
place
good
filled
one.
up.
I'll
Hey,
see
Ricky.
you next week.
Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you at the meetup, Ricky.
Yeah, you're gonna
All
see
right.
him next week. He's my co-host.
Yeah, I heard
I'll
that.
be
That's
here
awesome,
doing
man.
the same thing. Yeah.
Awesome, man. We'll see you.
Good
Take
night.
care.
All
Ricky.
right, we'll see you.
And Brian, if you need to kick me out, man, I just
No,
want to jump
no.
on here. And,
It looks like this is the last one, so
Okay.
just stay here and let's finish it out. Hey there, Sherman. Or
Brian, how's it going?
I always call you Sherman.
sure,
Um,
man.
Everybody
I don't know why
does.
you
Well,
would
it
do
is your
that.
last name, right? So that counts. Have you met Tree Haven? Have
No.
you guys met?
No, I haven't met either one of them.
Oh, that's right.
I've-
Well, none of,
I've watched Troy. I've watched some of his videos, but I haven't not Jess's. I haven't seen none of his yet.
Well, check him out when you get time. I'll do the same thing to your channel, man.
Troy
Alrighty.
is a myth. Troy is a myth. Nobody's ever really seen him in person.
I'm AI.
The myth, the legend, man.
But everybody knows
No.
who he is.
Blacksmithing legend.
Yeah, he's gonna help me. He's gonna help me do a handle for my cornhole board.
I bet you got all kinds of people hitting you up all the time about making stuff. And
Yeah,
I'm
and-
sure people that know how to do things just get hit up all the time, man.
Yeah, it happens, but I think most time it kind of, hey, I'd really like you to do, and then it kind of falls into the vapor. And some of
Yeah.
it, I'm like, oh, thank the Lord, because I didn't really want to take that project on. And some of them, I'm like, oh man, I really would like to do that project. I wish they'd get back in touch with me.
Yeah.
I have that problem with people wanting their vehicles fixed because
Oh,
they know a
man.
mechanic. Every time I go to lunch, there's at least 1 or 2 people there that say, "Hey, my truck is this, or my car is that, or hey, you got time for this?" And I'm like, man,
It's the same way with people working on houses and stuff like that. I get it all the time.
While I'm thinking about it, Troy,
Yes.
did you say you have a CNC that cuts out metal?
Yep.
So you know those placards that people have that are their logos are cut out of and
Mhm.
stuff that are about 2 feet in diameter or
Right.
whatever. Is that possible for me to get one of those
It,
done?
it is. We actually, Eli is supposed to be getting the new software for that in the next week or so that we can actually do basically take a JPEG and turn it into the proper file to make a G code on the plasma table. So we can do that. So we've done a few cuts already, and the plasma table is up and working, and it's great. But now it's just a software connection.
How simplified does the logo have to be? I mean, you've seen my logo as kind of a little complex.
Yeah. And some of the softwares will actually grab a hold of it and go, okay, we can't make that gap. We'll have to make a connection this way or this way and this way. And it can, most of the software does it itself. Otherwise, Eli can go in and kind of fill in with some design generally.
Oh, that's cool. Because what I would actually, well, I'd actually like to have the metal thing, but I'd like to make like a stencil, like something that you put down and you spray paint over it. And
Right.
you have the stencil.
Yeah. Yeah. We're really hoping that part of our business is going to kind of take off to kind of help bring us steady revenue in.
That's a great idea. I think
And you
plasma
could-
cutter, that's a niche, man. I think you won't have any problem with that. Making
No.
money with that. There's
No,
no
that-
way. I mean, there's just not that many people that do it.
Yeah.
And
That's the
just
hope.
having it on your YouTube channel and doing them is
Yeah,
going
it's
to be
huge.
Yeah. That's where you can do it without talking or showing your face.
That, and everybody would love that.
So Sherman Family Farm. You just did your first live this week, didn't you?
Yeah, well, it's the end of last week.
You've been in a few people's lives. I
Yeah.
think you've even been in mine before, haven't you?
I think I came in once, but I'm not 100% sure. I
And,
know I keep saying I'm going to.
Well, I intend to have you on as a full-time guest, not full-time guest.
Wow.
Well, you're full time now,
Along
brother.
with those 50 cabins.
How many
You're getting
cabins do
paid.
you have?
50. So now I totally forgot what I was saying.
You're going to have me on for a guest.
Have you on as a full-on guest spot, but I want to do it after the meetup because I want to concentrate on having open mics right now.
Right.
But you knew that. I've already asked you.
Yep. And I've been hearing.
Well, the thing of it is now, what did you do that you've got such a clear, you're clear now with good sound?
I don't know. The
The
vehicle's
handful of
not quick.
times that I've seen you, you were always like all fuzzy and your sound wasn't good.
Oh, I don't know. Nobody said nothing about it, so I didn't know. But
When you were on Full Blown Country today, you were clear and voice.
Yeah, it looks
and,
good. Sounds
and
good.
visual. Yeah, it was really good. That was a good live.
yeah,
Yeah.
the first time ever,
I enjoyed that.
but the first time ever, my phone overheated. I got off a little bit late, so I'm charging it while I was doing a live, and I looked up and it said, your phone is overheating. I said, oops. So I reached over and unplugged it real quick. And I thought, well, that'll cool it down. Bam, it shuts off. I said, oh man, you got to be kidding me. I said the wrong time for that.
So, are you sure you can't pump me out a watermelon before this meetup?
You know, I've tried
Why to
everything I
bring
could.
one? I don't care. Bring one. Lie to me and say you grew it.
I could bring one. I could go get one from the store, and you might not notice a difference, but there's a big difference. We brought. You can look at it, and it's like, oh yeah, it's just another watermelon. But when you eat it, if you've already had one of mine, you're like, hey man, what was that joke for? There's a big difference. There's a big difference.
You do not even know how much I love watermelon. We had those little watermelons we grew one year, and I was down there cracking them open and eating them right in the fields. And they were hot too.
Yeah.
So my son, he likes watermelons, and so in the summertime we'll be out here playing or doing whatever, and he'll just go over and push one off the table and say, "Oops, it fell off, it broke. Now we got to eat it."
My parents get mad because we'll buy 3 of them and they'll come out one day. Where are the watermelons? I ate them.
Long gone.
I literally will cut one in half and just eat it right
Just
out.
eat it, you know. See, we usually give we'll cut one open and cut it up and just let people grab it and come try it out.
Why waste time with that? Get yourself an ice cream scoop and go to town.
Yeah, just eat it. I made a video last summer, one of my son, and I tell you, I timed it perfect timing because I was turning the camera right over at him right when he took a bite, And as soon as he put in his mouth, he said, I mean,
I'm
it
gonna
was-
bring you up,
it was
Rebecca.
perfect.
Are you good? Are you good? Okay. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Hey, Rebecca.
How you guys doing?
Hello.
Who are you knitting for today?
Barb's Country Home.
25
really?
Homestead.
bucks.
Yes.
So you're solidly coming. We can count on
I
you?
am, and my brother are solidly coming.
That's awesome. And
He hasn't met me. He's seen me on video. He's seen me on phone, but he's never met me.
who hasn't?
You haven't.
Hey,
What?
treasure hunter.
We have only seen each other on video. The
The question
never-
that was asked to me.
We've
yeah,
never met.
yeah, that's right.
And
You're in
Brian
there.
doesn't have your new stickers.
He is going to get it there instead of shipping it to him.
Oh,
You weren't going to be there.
I have your new stickers. I'm just
Yes,
saying.
I know, but he's going to be there.
Okay.
So they will be handed to him personally.
So now I don't feel nearly as special.
You weren't going to be there.
Well, you're just a myth, remember?
That's true. just sending stuff
Nobody's
to an
ever
AI.
seen you, so we don't know if you're real or not.
I'm holding on to the ones that people that are going to be at the meetup. And if they're not there, then I
I'll be
will
there.
ship them then.
Fair enough.
See, now Troy can't bring his hat because he's not coming.
I know.
That's too bad. That sucks. But maybe you can plan for it better next year.
We really are hoping for it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like I said, we totally intended on being there, but it's just not gonna work.
I'm pretty sure that this is going to be an ongoing event that happens every year because people have been waiting so long since Shoot Dang to do this again that I couldn't imagine it not happening every year. Hey there, Groovy Eggs. You should pop in for a moment if you want to.
Well, hey, Brian, I'm going to jump out. I come in for a second here. I know my son's going to be coming out real soon if I don't hurry up and get inside there. And then it gets loud.
Well, thanks for coming in,
Good to see you, brother.
Josh. And
For you
Yeah,
too,
man.
good to meet you guys. I'm going to check out your channel there, Jess, also.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming in, and it's nice to meet you.
pop
You
in and
too.
out. Everybody pop in and out for the next handful of however many weeks there are until this meetup.
I think it's about 5 weeks.
In fact, even when I'm on the road, I'm going to be on the road Wednesday. My Wednesday live. I'll probably be doing it from a Walmart parking lot or something. And that'll
All
be
right.
on Mike as well, I think.
My
No,
my
I'll
you
see
have
you
a
guys
good
later.
one. Thanks for coming by.
You betcha. Y'all take it easy.
All right. Take
Good
care.
night.
my brother and I are going to leave here Thursday.
You're leaving your house on Thursday?
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. Hey, hi, Ronald. I just saw him and
Yeah, I know. He walked over to the front door to lock it.
so he started his little channel.
Well, he hasn't put a video up yet. We're going to try to figure out how to do that because the iPad's set up for me, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and you need to put his link on there
Yes.
because I went to go try to, when was that MT Homesteads live?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I went to go try to put the post up and I couldn't because he didn't have a link. And then, people are having a hard time finding it because he doesn't have a video. When you don't have a video yet, it can be really hard to find a channel.
Let me
Yeah.
count here from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
It's sneaking up on us quick.
It is.
I knew, I was looking
Jan.
forward to going to Troy's meetup and this meetup. But by the time we get done with Troy's meetup, it's going to just be around the corner. So it's going so fast.
Hey, Brian and Troy, can you guys kind of fill me in on that meetup? Because I'm unaware. I saw a little bit typing earlier, but I was editing and I meant to ask about that meetup.
On ours,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, next weekend, April 21st to the 23rd, we're having a thing called The Gathering. It's our third annual one,
Okay.
and it's here at the Forge
Okay.
on the farm.
And that's next weekend.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I
Right,
won't be
Hunter?
there, but
I understand.
I saw there was something going on, and I just wanted
Yeah.
to ask what all
Yeah.
you're doing. What is
And
your
it'll probably be that same basic weekend next year,
okay?
kind of mid-April, right in that time frame. It's a free event, and we've got here on the farm, everybody kind of camps out, or we've got a couple campers coming. Brian's going to, I think, either going to stay at a hotel or B&B or something like that. So,
Okay.
lots of food, some foraging, some fun, fellowship. Who knows what all?
I might try to do some of it in the back of the truck. So we'll see. We'll see
would
what I
love to
come
come
up
to
with.
that
as
next
far as-
year.
I need to take a shower.
The YouTube police is asking for the guy that's just right beside me. That is Tree Haven.
Yeah.
Is his channel's name?
Mhm.
Tree Haven,
Tree
Yeah.
Haven.
our cabin in the woods. How many cabins do you have in your woods?
And how many acres? Hey, Rebecca and Jess, have you guys answered the two questions for this evening?
I don't
No,
know.
I have not.
I don't
Okay.
know.
So how do you get the light on? What do you say about how you get the light on? When you come into a room, you want a light on, what do you do?
Light switch.
Okay. So what do you do with the light switch?
Turn it on.
Turn it on. Okay. Jess?
Turn it on.
Yes.
And we didn't, as children, we didn't drink a lot, but my parents always called it pop.
Pop. Okay.
Oh, was that the next question? What do you
Yes.
call?
Yeah, it was
What do you call soda?
pop.
He was trying to
Soda,
see
pop.
how you say turn the light switch on or flip the switch. I say flip the switch.
Flip the switch. Yeah. I mean, I've said all of the above. I mean, flip the light on, flip the switch on. Hey, turn the light on, turn on the overhead, kill the light, hit the light. I
Hit the
say it all,
light.
man.
Blow the
What
light.
about this one? Cut it on.
What?
No, never heard that
Yeah.
one.
Ever
Cut
heard
it
cut
on?
it on? Cut it on.
Cut it
the-
on.
I've heard of cut
Cut
the
it on.
light.
How about cut it off?
Cut it
Hey,
on, cut it off.
Cut the light off, cut the light on.
Yeah.
I guess you could. Do you say that?
That's a
Is that-
southern thing,
I've
definitely.
never heard that one.
Yeah.
And I live in the South.
Tish, you should have popped in here for a cut. What time is it? Oh, it's not even that far
As
past.
far as what was the other question? What do you call soda?
Right.
Okay. Coke.
Coke. Yep. I
Yeah.
suspected
Okay,
that.
so I drink Diet Coke. I know what the question, what do people call it? Soda, pop, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I grew up just saying Coke, I think.
Yep.
I mean, but of course we've said all of them, but I guess normally I would just say Coke. Give me Diet Coke. Yeah. That's pretty much what I would do. I've heard them all though, for sure, but
Oh yeah.
But he wants the Snickers and mothballs too.
no.
Malt balls.
No, those are Whoppers. I don't eat mothballs. That's what you put in your closet to get rid of moss. I don't eat those. I do like a Monster from time to time.
They're malt.
I'm not gonna lie.
Monster. Oh,
Yeah.
Monster drinks. I have heard both, but never used them. That's what Narrow Waste Farm said.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Malted milk balls. Yeah. Yeah. We did I did my ministry internship in Mobile, Alabama, and did my first ministry in Mount Airy, North Carolina, and so you get heard all kinds of stuff in between those two places.
Yeah, and some people say soda pop.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember the movie Outsiders? I mean, soda
yeah.
pop. You know
Soda
what I'm
pop,
saying?
sure.
So that's also kind of a thing too.
Yeah.
And that, obviously that took place in Oklahoma. So that I guess that was probably more popular back in the day, back in like the 50s and stuff like that. But combining the two. And a lot of people say Coke even if they're talking about Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah.
So you say, give me Dr. Pepper Coke, please.
Yep. Yeah. What kind of Coke you want? Well, Dr.
I want
Pepper
Dr.
might
Pepper.
do.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
take a Dr. Pepper Coke. you know, or Mountain Dew Coke or a Sprite Coke, whatever, you
Yep.
know. That's good marketing, you know, for Coca-Cola.
No doubt.
When people just associate soda with Coke,
It's
they're on
standard.
top of things. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Kinda like-
My favorite soft drink, or as some people call it, soft drink,
Yep.
is
Yeah,
root
sure.
beer. Is root beer.
Root beer. Yeah.
But what root beer specifically?
Well,
good
I
question.
used to like A&W, but there is a root beer that is made here in Missouri that is called Mugs Up, and their root beer is so good.
That sounds familiar.
Mugs Up does?
Yeah. Curmudgeon in Alaska. That's a new, relatively new channel. I need to dive into those Alaska channels because that's kind of neat. And there's quite a bit of them. There's Groovy Eggs.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yep.
seen him on here. Is he on here?
Oh, wow.
He's right there. Look up.
Oh, hey.
I'm looking down, Tree Haven. You
What's
can't
up?
not under your desk.
Oh, I was looking down at my dadgum phone right when he came on. Have any of you guys been to Alaska?
No.
Unfortunately, no. I want
Guys or
to.
girl?
I was close because I did live in Washington State.
Yeah, Washington's beautiful.
I've been to Washington State. That's about it. Never up to Alaska. So how's Groovy Eggs doing? How's what do you got going on with the chicory?
Yeah, same old every week. Just started hatching today. They'll finish hatching tomorrow and Friday and go out to their new home Saturday, Sunday.
How
But
many-
tomorrow, what I got going on is Jess and I are meeting up. Wait, he's over there. We're having a lunch meetup tomorrow.
Man, if I come to the Sweet 16, Jess,
I hope you do.
if I come to the Sweet 16 after the meetup, I want one of those lunches. Plan one of those lunches if it's possible. It might be not possible because everybody's just coming home for everything.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Ozark has some restaurants.
Yeah, we got
And
some
how
good
far is
places to eat.
that?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's only like 40 minutes for me, probably.
anybody that ever wants to come out, man, all you got to do is say the word. Come out and visit. Come out
Yeah.
and go camping or whatever.
Have you decided whether you're going to the meetup or not?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I have no idea yet.
You
That's
have
a
no
long ways
idea?
away.
Well, I think I'll make a point to come see you anyway, one way or another, if that's possible.
And I got to apologize, Jeff. No, I'll have David apologize. When I went to go see David, he drove me by your house and he said, "That's where Jeff lives." That's it. And I was like, "What the heck?"
That's
Like-
messed up.
Stop and see him. Just saying.
Was I living
I
there at
would've-
the time, though? I have two places, so he might have pointed you to my old place.
Yeah, it might have been, but I was like, "Sure, let's go." No, he had more important things to do. I don't know. I don't know what the problem
Yeah,
is.
I'll talk your ear off about chickens all day long, so be careful stopping by here.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody wanted to hear about chickens all day long, they know to go to you.
Yeah,
Now, apparently, Narrowway Farm, as in Ricky, is getting into hatchering.
yeah. I
What
saw
do you
him
call it?
Ricky at Oklahoma meetup, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be at the meetup this time. I'm sure you can talk his ear off about chickens. He'll
Yeah.
probably love it.
And that meetup, I didn't tell anybody I was going because I didn't decide until like the night before. So that might happen again. You never know.
You're going.
I don't even know if I'm going to have a vehicle to get there, a month from now. So everything's kind of weird in my life.
Why don't you get Dog Man and come?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, he's got to come. How far are you from Jesse or Jess?
It's an hour.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's an
nothing.
hour.
Are you on the way of each other, or
Yeah,
is it like
yeah.
out
He
of
would
the
have
way?
to come he would have to basically drive right past my house to get to the meetup.
Yeah. Thing is, I couldn't stay overnight. I'd be going for the day and then coming back and doing the chicken thing. If I was lucky, I might be able to spend the night and then go back first thing in the morning.
Right.
But yeah, it's
hard.
possible. I'm gonna try. Those things are awesome. I've been to so many. Well, not so many of them, but Justin Rhodes did his farm tour many years ago. A meetup in Oklahoma. That was right when I was starting on. So that was like 6 years ago. And then we had
Jeff.
Shindig in Arkansas with Roots and Refuge and BW Family Farm. And then the meetups in Oklahoma a couple years ago. I didn't make it last year. But yeah, these things are great.
Yeah.
Get out and go to them if you can.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, I know we're going to see each other tomorrow, but I just want to tell you, I'm going Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's only an hour from my house. And if you can just make it to Fort Smith, you can ride with me anytime you want. So just keep that in mind.
Are you going home each night?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to spend the night.
Oh, that answers my question.
I don't drive after dark. I have really bad eyesight.
Okay, well, then forget it. Yeah.
Well, it might work. I don't know.
I'll be getting home late. Yeah, I'll be getting home late every time because I'll be trying to, because I'm putting together a big video and stuff, so I'm going to have to spend a lot of time there. But I'm not planning on spending the night, but we'll see what happens. But I'm available for some kind of a ride situation.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. That might work out.
So you're really, that's cool. You're that close. Now, I think I asked you this before. Where the meetup is, are you northwest of it or are you southwest of it? Or east? I'm sorry,
Southeast. Yeah.
Okay, so I'd have to go down even further away from home.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. I mean, I just have to show you on the map.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah, and the Sweet 16 is like, it's east off of I-40. So
yeah.
We'll
see how we're going to plan that because I know that my dad will probably want to head out that morning, but I'm going to talk him into. I'm talking you into it, Dad.
Hey,
I want to stop at Tree Haven.
Stop by and visit, man. We'll do the whole big shebang tour.
Yeah, then go out to eat at Ozark and take off.
Yeah, man, it'd be awesome. You'll be right on the interstate. I mean, you just hop on the interstate, go all the way to where does I-40 end? It's somewhere far away,
like goes clear through North Carolina. It
ends in North Carolina, I think, doesn't it, Troy? Yeah. So I mean, it gets you all the way there.
I think it ends in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yeah. So we're right on I-40. So I mean, it's pretty good location for people to stop by.
So Ronald, how excited are you to go?
Really excited, but I call them two questions, two different things. Flip on the light.
Flip it on.
And carbonated beverage.
Oh, that's good. All right. We're thinking outside the box now.
Absolutely. Nice.
Hand me a carbonated beverage, please. But what kind of carbonated beverage do you want?
Soda. It's a soda.
I want soda. What kind of soda do you want? I want a Coke soda. That's what I want.
That's good.
God.
Well, that's going to be awesome to meet the two of you, Rebecca and Ronald.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. This will be our fourth meetup.
Oh yeah. Oh, has Ronald gone with you to those other ones?
Each time, yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, so one way or the other, I'll probably meet you, Groovy Eggs. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, if I don't make it there, we'll meet up in Ozark, and I haven't been to the Sweet 16 yet. I need to get up there.
Just plan on coming up there. It's fine. We can meet over there. It don't matter to me.
Well, what I would figure would happen is we would leave from the meetup, follow you up there and see it, and probably have to go.
That'll work. Yeah, that'll work.
But that would be cool to put my eyes on the actual.
Be awesome.
Actual property.
We can make a video.
We could.
You can
Yeah, that's
stick
what we
around in
do.
Arkansas for a week.
I want to get up there and I want you to videotape me running around that.
That's fine. Run
Run
around the
around
scaff,
the
man. Doing circles around that dude. We'll time lapse and you can run around about 20 times in a row.
And I want to pick up a tape measure and put it down.
Yeah.
And then I want to spill my malt balls
Yeah, you can do everything. You can,
and step on my Snickers.
I mean, only if you're wanting to be a cool person, you know. Do all that stuff.
You got to hit some golf balls too.
Yeah, you can hit some golf balls, man. You can I can take you for a tour of the creek, you know. You and Papa could splash around in the creek a little bit.
Yeah, because that's
You know,
what we do.
find some crawdads.
Ooh.
Might have a hard time hiking back up the hill though, Brian. Just saying.
Really? I don't know. I
Yeah.
lost 30 pounds. I can do things a little easier now.
It's pretty rugged, you know. Ask Treasure Hunter. They've been out. They've been
Yeah,
in the land.
I saw that video.
Yeah. It
They
ain't
were
easy.
collecting. They were collecting walking sticks.
They did. They did more than collect them. They stole them. Is what they did.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I gave them however many they wanted because I got like an endless supply of hickory sticks, man. If anybody needs hickory walking stick, all you got to do is raise your hand, and I got one for you.
How about hickory hammer handles?
Hey, Troy, I got however many you need, brother. If you need, dude, I mean, it is unlimited. I got
Really?
so many saplings, like the perfect, you know, inch, 2 inch, inch and a half diameter all day long, bro. All day long. I cut them down and we clear out areas for campsites and logging and stuff like that. And every single one of them that I cut down, that's anywhere from about 3/4 of an inch in diameter up to about 2 inches in diameter. I save them, put them in a pile, and I just have a huge pile. So
There you go.
I told Treasure Hunter, take as many as you want. And people like hickory, you know. My hiking stick I got cut myself years and years ago, back whenever I hunted. I cut one down. I've had it for, I can't even tell you, 20 years, and that thing won't break. I tried to break it, it won't break. So
what's the deal? Do they actually do something? Do they carve them? Did they do something with those?
I don't know. They were gonna show me. I think so, yeah. And whenever they had one done, we kind of had talked about that, but that's been a while now. But yeah, most people, they kind of carve on them, and it's kind of a special thing. You know, you kind of make it be your own. And then if you're really into hiking and go on special trips and stuff like that, you can get badges for them and little metal plates and stuff like that and put them on there. And it just kind of becomes a sentimental thing if you're into hiking. You know?
Hiking with Jackie Boy uses one of those all the time. It would be
Sure he
kind of
does.
kind of cool if you brought one for him. He's not going to be able to go to the meetup, but Justin will be there and he could take it.
Yeah, I'll take him one. But yeah, you can use them for self-defense too. You know,
Yeah,
if you're out in the woods and get
Never
attacked
know.
by a
A
bear or
weasel.
something, you know, or another person, you could crack somebody right over the head with one easy.
You can put some nails in it too.
Yeah, you could, or spikes.
You never
You
know
know.
when you're going to get attacked by a rabid weasel.
Yeah,
I'm-
or a
I'm about
chupacabra.
to show. I'm about to show my cane.
Oh
See
yeah.
it?
Oh,
I don't think anybody would like to get hit with this.
No,
no, that looks like a hammer.
it does. Yeah, that's
what
nice.
someone
That's
what is that
nice.
from?
someone carded this. I got it at a it's called a Heritage Festival here in Columbia, Missouri. It has, in the end, it has a little bit of turquoise there. But yeah, I will have this. I will have this with me.
That's awesome.
I think
Jackie
he said
boy.
it was. I think he said it was ash.
Okay.
I don't know what hiking with Jackie Boy. He's speaking foreign language on the chat. I don't know what that
My
word
hiking
means.
stick is made
I don't
of
know what that word means.
soto.
I think that special kind of wood only grows, you know, like in
Yeah.
Africa or something.
Cora, thank you. Yeah, it
Maybe
is.
South
It is
America.
nice.
But I grow homegrown Arkansas hickory. That's what I got. So if anybody wants some, holler at me.
Just bring
But no,
some.
Troy,
What?
I can send you some if you need some for handles.
Oh man.
And if we get together on my little project and
Mhm.
you want to decide you want to put a wooden handle on there, which I think, I'm interested in traditional, right? This is going to be something special that I want you to make for me.
Mhm.
Maybe hickory might be the way to go.
Yep.
What do you think?
Yeah,
I might
hickory and
just,
ash are kind of the standard for handles.
how long do you like to have? Anywhere from like 12 inches and below, because some
12,
stuff's gonna have small handles, some stuff's
yeah,
gonna have.
12 to 16 and under. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. It's a cactus.
Can you
Wow.
bend it?
Huh.
The hickory for the handles? How does that work?
You can, but for certain things that we do, some of it is just you use a draw knife and draw it out and green woodwork it.
Crickets.
That's
I'm
weird.
trying to
Everybody's like amazed.
It's like no,
I
it's
know,
like when
I
I'm
went
preaching on
into-
Sunday mornings and everybody's asleep.
I went into a daydream about.
No, what
hickory.
happened was you said you're gonna green work it, and then there was crickets after that because ain't nobody ever heard of that terminology, Troy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm
All
over
right.
here like I think I'm a guy that knows a little bit about woodworking, and I'm just like green work. I'm trying to put two and two together. I'm like, that's whenever you're carving on the wood when it's green. That's what
Mhm.
that means.
Yep.
When it's green, you're carving on it, and then you're gonna let that dude cure up. Do you
Mhm.
put anything on it after it's green to let it cure, or do you just let Father Time do its trick?
Both.
Both.
It just depends on what the kind of where the status of the wood is when I get it. There's a couple oils that kind of help penetrate it and keep it from popping open or whatever. But yeah, there's special treatment for it.
Cool.
I just
Or you
want
can bone it.
I just want to make sure I say this before, I'm not saying we have to go or anything, but anybody in the chat, check out these channels if you don't know who they are. If you've never seen them before, we've got Bar Run Forge. His name is Troy. We got Jess, and he's Tree Haven. We got Groovy Eggs. Say your whole title so we can. What is your whole title?
I'm just
Groovy
Groovy X Farm. Everybody knew me as Bobblehead Homestead for
Yep.
many
I know, but if somebody was searching for you, what is it? What do they search?
Groovy X Farm.
Okay. And his name is Jeff. And then we got Rebecca and Ronald from Rebecca Touched by Yarn.
A yarn.
And Ronald Black Duke.
And Ronald Black Duke.
But
He
there's
just started his channel.
the Ronald and the Black Duke.
You know what? You should have him do
Good
some
job
shorts.
looking that up, Linda.
You should have him do some shorts, Rebecca.
I will.
And thanks for following, Marianne. Thank you. And I saw you said hi to me earlier, and I can't remember if I said hi in the chat, but
M&T Living and Cooking.
That,
M&T Living and Cooking.
Kermage and
I have seen that. channel
Thank you,
before.
M&T.
And let me tell you something. Rebecca's hats are super, super warm and super comfortable. She does a fantastic job.
They sure are. Don't put them on in the summertime.
No.
If everybody, Brian has
Bring
asked
your hat.
everybody that is going to be at that meetup to bring your hats. Please do.
Bring your hat, Tree
You
Haven.
do not need to wear them. If you want to just wave them, go ahead and do that.
We're going to take a big group shot of everybody wear your hat. You can wear it for 5
What a
seconds.
great idea.
You're not going to explode in heat wave and have a heat rash and your head starts to bubble or anything like that. So
I'll bring it. I'll bring mine. I got one.
everybody bring their hat, even you, Troy, but you can't come. So send your
Jeez.
hat. Send your hat.
Someone, Scott already told me is someone needs to go live for him to come up and be able to have his picture up there. And I'm like, okay, Scott.
You know,
Can we superimpose my head with one of her hats on?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Nobody wants that, but
What you need to do is send a life-size photo of you to the meetup.
a standee.
And put a hat on that.
like a cardboard cutout.
Exactly.
Or we'll just leave empty spots in the group photo and
Just like-
soup. I mean, we're all editors. We can put people in there.
It's gonna I am like, my mouth is going to drop open because I did not keep track of how many hats I'd sent out. This year I am, and I'm already up to almost 30.
Wow.
Wow.
That's really nice.
He ended up
Well, I like that you do that mostly because it makes people feel special and it makes people feel included in this. I mean, when you get her telling you or asking you what color hat do you like or what is your favorite color is what I got.
Yep.
And then the next thing you know, you're getting a hat.
Yep.
I mean, I had Troy on my live. He was my fourth live, and Rebecca asked what his color was, and I said, "You getting a hat?"
You did.
I did. Carolina blue.
Getting a hat. I know.
Carolina
He's
blue.
asking you the colors.
Man,
Karaoke doesn't have one yet, Rebecca.
I know that. And what I'm going to do
I'm just telling. I'm just a
Hey,
messenger.
I'm
Okay.
going to be making a whole bunch of hats, and I'm going to bring them with me.
Well, I hope you make one for JB.
I certainly will.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
And there also will be yarn that isn't made into a hat yet.
she's just gonna give you a ball of yarn and say, "There's your
Hey.
hat."
No. I'll make a hat.
She'd be like,
You're gonna
"Here's your
show-
hat, Jess."
You're gonna
It's
bring
just
some of
black
those
ball
rings
yarn.
and show people how to make their own hat.
Hey, I wouldn't
That would be
mind
kind of
sitting in on that. You know, I'd like to see how it's done. Hey, I did have a question, Troy. Do you turn wood? Do you have a lathe?
No.
So
I
you're
don't.
carving your handles by hand with draw
Yes.
knife, and then you're just fitting them into the axe handle or the
That's
axe
correct.
head or whatever it
Yep.
is you're making. I didn't know. I used to turn wood a lot, and I was just curious if you did that or not.
Yeah, we have a metal lathe, and I want to get a wood lathe because I love turning. Turning is such a
Yeah.
relaxing thing to do.
I did
with-
too. I used to have a jet mini lathe.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I used to turn stuff all the time, wood, and I owned a game call company for a long time, and we
Cool.
made a lot of our own game calls. So we turned a lot of wood, and then we turned acrylic too.
Nice.
Hey there,
Acrylic planks.
Butler Family Farm.
I have a
Very
question for Rebecca.
Yes?
How do you wash them? What's the best way to wash them to keep them, good?
Basically, I am using an acrylic yarn. If it's made out of something a little more special, like a wool, is just washing it like anything else. Of course, with wool, you're going to have to stretch it over something and not put it in the dryer because wool will shrink. But the yarn is all acrylic, and I don't use polyester because it itches like crazy. That's my dog Denver, and he will be there. Both of my dogs will be there. But yeah, it's it just says wash in cold. I usually do cold water. I always wash my clothes in cold water, and I put them in there, and I'll dry them on a low setting. And I don't think people have had any problems with them. They haven't messaged me that they have.
I've had a couple way back years ago, but they unraveled.
Wow, not mine. Have you washed yours, Jess?
Or washing machine.
The way I tie mine off, they have not come apart.
I couldn't imagine it coming apart. Those are pretty solid hats.
They're pretty solid hats. But they're done on this round loom. I'm about done with this one.
My dad.
I can finish a hat, like some people have seen the lives that I've done. I can finish a hat in 2 hours from start to finish.
How many
That's
people?
good.
So you had Justin on last couple
Yes.
weeks ago.
I haven't had any more that have. Well, I went on Just Doing Our Best. I went on her live and made her hat on her own. I could have streamed
was
my
cool.
own at the same time, but because I was so busy with making her hat, I did not do that.
Simply Jan, she has a hat, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Say stuff like that because what if they don't have a hat?
Yes, Simply Jan has one of my hats.
Yeah, I think
Treasure Hunter won one of my hats. Jerry and his wife have a hat for me.
so.
I'm trying to-
Simply Jan knows to bring her hat, right?
Yes, I would hope she remembers to bring her hat.
Bring some of those green eggs too, Simply Jan. She's getting green eggs every day now.
But yes, there was for a long time I wasn't watching chat. I'm getting better at it now. And Barb kept saying hi to me, and she thought that I just didn't want to talk to her. I apologized. I says, I'm sorry, I did not see that you said hi to me. And she's been waiting for her maroon hats. I could not find any maroon yarn. And finally, when I went over to Joann's, they finally had it. So it's been a long time coming to make her hat. That's what I'm doing right now, is I'm making her hat.
Hello there, Cora Felt. Is there anybody I missed in the chat? I'm going to close this out soon. Anybody who would like to stay and chat is welcome, but I'm going to put it into private soon. I want to thank everybody that came in the chat. This was a fun night. I enjoyed this a lot, really, and look forward to the next handful of weeks where we do this even more. Thank you to my moderators. I've made a few other new moderators in the last couple of weeks, so thank you. And thank you for everybody that came up on panel. I appreciate it. Next week, we've got Ricky of Narrowway Farms.
Hey, Butler.
At 9 p.m. Central.
I want to find out what he's hatching. He's hatching chicks. I want to find out what kind.
Well, you need to talk.
They're chickens, Jeff.
Yeah, I'll be here next week. Everybody needs to come next week.
They're chickens. They're just chickens, Jeff. That's it, man. They're just chickens. They're just chickens, man.
Well, there you go. There's
blue, white, brown, green, whatever.
That's why you need to come to the meetup so you can talk to Narrowway Farms about chickens.
Yeah, I think these are special. They have beaks
and feathers.
And feathers.
And feet.
Yeah.
We love them.
So everybody in the chat, we're going to go into private now and cut this live while it's still at 29 people on the chat. And,
hey, Brian, can I say something before we leave?
No.
You know I'm the closer.
Go ahead.
No, I just want to say whoever's coming to the meetup, we're about to come out with a poster with all the speakers on there for the session I'm doing. And when we get that finalized with the artwork, we're going to be sharing that on social. So I just want to ask everybody, would you all please share that and help us to promote the session? It's going to go along with the meetup and what Mike and Terry are doing. It's all going to kind of go together. So everybody that's coming, I do appreciate it. And I'm also making a big video for the meetup, and I'd like for everybody to be in it and to kind of help participate in that. And of course, I'll hit people up when I'm there and shove a camera in their face and stuff like that. So anyways, that's all
to get to everybody.
That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I got help. I got some help. I actually do. So we're going to pass some cameras around and let everybody say something, and hopefully we can get everybody in the video, and we got someone that's going to be kind of helping to take notes and make sure we don't miss anybody. So there's going to be a lot of people. So I don't know if we'll be able to get everybody, but we're sure going to try.
Yeah, that's something I missed out on a couple of people, and I regret that.
It happens. There's a lot, there's a lot going on.
Redbird Farm, which is now Freedom Redbird.
Mm-hmm.
She changed her name to Freedom Redbird.
Yeah.
I did not realize that she was a channel. She is in, when I did Simply Jan Homestead, they were sitting next to each other. So at least she's in there, but I did not realize who she was. I thought she was just a friend that came with Jan. Well, they are friends, but
And I'll be honest too, I don't know everybody. So if you see me, come up and say hi and stuff like that, because we're going to want to get you on video.
Because
And
Jeff is shy and he doesn't
yeah,
talk very much.
yeah, it's hard for me. So come up and introduce yourself. Get outside of your comfort zone a little bit, you know, and come over and say hi. And no, we're actually heading up a welcoming committee too. And Jan is part of that committee. And we got about 5 or 6 people on that. And we're just really hoping that that'll help with new people, making them feel welcome. And then we're going to try to get new people on video too.
What do you have to do to get on that committee?
Just ask. I mean, we've got 5 people on there so far, but I'm probably looking for a couple more if you want to help out.
I will be participating in wherever I can help out.
You would probably be a good one for that, because I mean, let's face it, who doesn't like to be welcomed by Santa Claus? You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Yeah. I mean, you're jolly, you're friendly, you know. You could tell people, come over here and sit on my lap. You know, tell me what you want for Christmas.
Does that ever happen in like a McDonald's or a Wendy's or something like that?
Yes. I love it when I get this.
No, but I
come on, Brian. Show us the picture, Brian.
I did make a Diddy song that
show us the picture. Come on, Brian. This is late night, man.
I don't know if I can't pull that up fast enough.
Oh, don't worry. I got it right here on my phone. I'll pull it up real quick. I'm just kidding. I don't have it.
I got that.
I mean, you look like you belong like on the front of a Sears and Roebuck Christmas catalog.
There you go.
All right. I'm not lying. I mean, you should be making money at being a Santa Claus. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like it's like John Daly and Santa Claus had a baby.
John Daly. Santa Claus over there smoking cigarettes and drinking beer, cussing at the golf ball, throwing his dadgum driver in the
That would
drink.
be about the kind of Santa Claus I'd be.
Can you imagine John Daly as Santa Claus? Man?
Oh my gosh. There'd be lawsuits. There'd be a line of lawsuits.
Sherman Family Farm just said something was that Lindsay got a potholder and dishcloth. She won that. And she hasn't gotten back with me to what color hat that she wants. So she wants to email me. Just go ahead and do that and I'll get your hat made.
Sorry, Brian.
Sorry about that.
Hey, you know, I
still
can
waiting
take
on the
it.
picture.
I can take it. I'm not worried about it.
Brian, can you please bring the picture up? I know you got it sitting on your desk, man. Just pick it up.
I have my iPad sitting on my desk. I'd have to. Oh, it went dead. The battery's dead.
Sure it did.
Oh, how convenient.
Oh, yeah, how convenient.
Yeah.
You know,
that was convenient.
He's got it in the folder titled
You'll just
"Awesome
have to,
Santa Claus Pics."
Sure. Yeah.
You'll just have to wait till next year, won't you? See if you've been good or bad.
I don't know if I can wait that long, man. I'm gonna have to go back on our old live and download it off of our old live where you brought that up and we turned it into a whole big thing. You know.
That was an interesting live for sure.
Yeah, it really was, Brian. It was great. It was great.
I have so much fun doing this. I mean,
so Troy,
yes,
whenever we did the live, the first time, I think it the first time I did your live, like right after we met, that I brought that up.
Are you talking to me or Troy?
Yeah, you. I'm talking to you, Brian.
Okay, say it again.
Was it the very first time I came on your live was whenever I started the whole Santa Claus thing?
No,
it wasn't the first
you
time.
Said it in the second one.
Okay, it's second time. So we're going live, and I told everybody, I said, I got to ask you a question, man. Let's just get it all out on the table. You know, like you totally look like Santa Claus. And then of course, Brian's playing it off, right? This is the funniest part because Brian's all like, no. Oh, that's so stupid. I don't look like Santa Claus. But then after he warmed up to the idea, he said, well, actually, I got this photo right here of
Oh,
me looking
no.
like Santa Claus. And I was like, boom, I told you, man. And I was like so surprised because he just looked like when you look up Santa Claus in the dictionary, that's the picture you saw, was that picture of Brian.
If only
And
I was drinking a Coke.
yeah, you need a Coke, you need some polar bears in the background, and you would have been set, man. So if any
I'll
of y'all
set that
haven't,
thumbnail up for Christmas next
yeah,
year.
yeah, if any of y'all haven't seen that photo, you're really missing out.
I have seen it.
Yeah, that means you have to go check out that live then. That was the Tree Haven live. That
Yeah.
was probably what, 2-3 months ago?
Man, I don't know. It feels like an eternity, Brian.
Well, May 18th will make a year since I had Robertson's Belly Acres on. So that's
Why are we talking about them?
Yeah, was that like? How do you even remember the date of that?
because I
That's
just
what-
looked it up today.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, how would you even remember that? I
Yeah.
can't remember what I did
I
yesterday.
looked it up today because I wanted to know when I started.
Oh, well, you didn't say that. That was your very first live.
Right.
That was the first.
Yeah,
well,
your setup
okay,
wasn't
I
no
did
good
a
on that.
pilot. I did a pilot with MT Homestead.
Yeah.
And then my first actual #1 episode was Robertson's Belly Acre, and
Yeah.
Troy was 4, and weren't you 3?
Me, I think 2 or 3. I can't remember.
Full Blown Country was 2. You were 3.
I was 3. Okay.
I can understand, remembering Rachel being on your live, but Rusty.
Rusty.
Those Hoot and Holler? How could you forget Hoot and Holler?
I mean, Rachel's nice.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, Rusty is
What?
2.
Rusty's lucky.
What did Rusty do?
There you go.
I mean, let's just say what it is, Troy. I'm just gonna be the voice of reason and say that.
Yeah.
Say what you were thinking.
Did you
Yeah.
meet them, Troy? Did you meet them when you went down to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are sweet. They're a good.
Yeah, and I'll say this as kindly as I possibly can. There are very few people on YouTube that I would rather spend just an absolute gut busting laughing time with than Rusty and Rachel.
Oh,
I
yeah.
absolutely love that.
They're the
Those
first
two.
on my major video for Shoot Thing. They're the first ones to come. They're
Yeah.
first ones on it, laughing already.
Yeah,
laughing.
I got 2 texts and 1 Instagram message from the 2 of them. They will do it separately. They'll send me messages throughout the day on either Instagram or text message, and it's always some kind of goofy meme about a Mel Brooks film or something like that. It's just all day, and I absolutely love it.
Who has a quick calendar up? What is May 18th? Is that a Thursday or a Wednesday?
Tuesday.
May 18th is a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
18th.
I bet you're wondering how I know that. I have
A
this.
calendar?
I have this little small calendar that I got from the place that I get my tires, and I stuck it to the side of the tower.
Oh,
It's like those ones that you get for your car.
okay. You
And I
guys
stuck
are
it
all
on it.
welcome to stay, but I do want to close this out for the evening. It's going down, and I want to end on a good note here.
Sorry, live people.
Thumbs
You
up
don't
on your
get
way
to-
out, everybody.
Sheesh.
Peace
So
out.
next week, Wednesday, Ricky of Narrowway Farms is going to be the co-host, and we're going to keep doing this every single week until we go to this meetup. And in fact, actually the 1 week after that, when we bring people in to talk about what we experienced at the meetup. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
Check us out next week, and I hope to see you all again. So good night for now. Bye. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.